Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's intervened well there. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a night.
He's had a shot! Goal! Botafogo! First blood drawn. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Aims beyond the defence. Rafinha. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Not the most accurate pass. And that's a good ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's through. Sunset! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Valverde. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And it's Bellingham. That has been cut short. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Lewandowski. Tchouameni. Sunset. Rafinha. Tchouameni. Mosquera. Now it's Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Rafinha clears it away. And it's Tchouameni. And here's Mbappe. And a chance! Goal! Botafogo! And they've got their lead back.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Botafogo go into the lead. Now it's Sunset. Rudiger with the clearance. Botafogo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Tchouaméni. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's put paid to a promising move. Shot at goal! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Nicked it back promptly. This looks shoots!
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Looking to play him in. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well,
there's the whistle for half-time. Botafogo are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Senhoras e senhores, observem no telão as informações sobre nosso serviço de ônibus fretado.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. He's going all the way! Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's a key interception. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. Look at the space here, and the shot! Off the post! Eder Militao gets good distance on it. Good ball, good take. Rafinha. Foyt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that is expertly dealt with. And he can clear it away. Tchouaméni. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. And he thumps it clear. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Looking for the run. And this is Lewandowski. Botafogo can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that...
Big chance! Rafinha. And it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lewandowski has found the net here, of course. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's forced to go back. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa
Rafinha.
9, camisa 18, camisa 10, camisa 17, camisa 8. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 19, camisa 4,
It's Kunde.
camisa 6,
No way through.
camisa 16.
Well, there is a look that says it all.
A
piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Chouameni. And it's Lopez. Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Teremos uma substituição.
So there's going to be another change here. That has ended up in no man's land. And that is out of play. He's got away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Biner. Eder Militao. That's headed upfield. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Biner's cross. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Kunde makes the interception. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Griezmann.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rudiger. And it's De Jong. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Valverde.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Teremos
Eder
minuto de
Militao.
acréscimo.
1 minute to add, according to the board. That is lovely. Played into the box. And that is as far as it goes. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Fermin. Ball's gone out of play. Rafinha is there to clear. Nicely weighted ball. He is just caressing the ball. Lewandowski. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Lewandowski. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Jong. And that has left him in a heap. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's Lopez. And that's an excellent interception. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Mosquera. Botafogo finding their passes. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. It's a threatening ball, and it's lost. Sunset! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Looking for options for movement. And he's gone backward here. De Jong. He's cut it out. Lewandowski. Well timed, excellent interception. De Jong works it forward. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
So what can they make of this? The ball has bounced loose now. Valverde, and the counter is on. It's a good foot in there. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice pass. Great chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And here's shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe goes short. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? This is their second corner of the game. Mbappe with the short one. And here's Mbappe, brilliantly cut out. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Lopez. Lewandowski. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Sunset. Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Botafogo are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Here we go again then. Botafogo carrying a one-goal lead. Rafinha might just make this. De Jong. Camavinga charging forward down that flank. Now it's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Lewandowski concedes a free kick for that. And they win it back again. Fermin. Bellingham. That is lovely. Now there's Bellingham! Another save. Botafogo have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Mbappe. And it's low. Shot a goal! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. De Jong. Oh, nice touch. And he's in on goal. Oh, that's neat. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the shot! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 6.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Big chance! Goal! Botafogo! Into the lead once more. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Botafogo get themselves into the lead. And it's Baina. That has been slung wide.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, they could break here. Good ball over the top. Alvarez. Alvarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It is a corner. Climbs up big. Oh, it rattles the bar.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Barrios. This is De Jong. And here's Griezmann. Botafogo, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now this could be a chance. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, they've got it again.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Alvarez. He's having a shot! Kubo. Aims beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? Kubo. Oh, important interception. And he's heaved it away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He is through here. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's really well manoeuvred. The pass has gone astray. Comes under pressure and it's come loose.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate.
Face to face, there's the shot! And again! He has done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And now he has two. Botafogo could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Valverde showing great feet there. Valverde crosses. And it's hoisted clear. De Jong. Alvarez goes for a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's looking wide, and he's picked it up out wide. And he can clear it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Ferran Torres picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.